What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Recording. Pretty big story today. A few months ago, the organization Planned Parenthood, which many people have very strong feelings on, was caught up in some video footage where they admitted to providing secret procedures, and I think you know what I'm talking about, to people who were not old enough, as well as transporting them across state lines. This is essentially, I don't really know how else to describe it. This is obviously major crime. This happened months and months ago, I believe, in November of 2023, which is when the original video came out. Now, 7 months later, it looks like there's actually some movement on it. A massive lawsuit being brought by an attorney general because of, well, obviously major crimes. I think that, my position obviously has always been, I would prefer babies live. I've always been, my position is I am pro-life, but I am anti-government regulation, I guess, if that makes sense. So, I don't really love this organization. I don't mind them providing, tools and, various aids to young people. I just don't love when they are taking like baby souls off the planet. You see this breaking news. Planned Parenthood is being sued for trafficking young ones out of state of Missouri in order to evade laws on termination. Planned Parenthood's most recent troubling activity was captured on video, where its staff admitted that they traffic people who are not old enough across state lines to perform these procedures on them without parental consent. Worse, they admit that we do this every day. Quote, the surreptitiously recorded video revealed that Planned Parenthood removes minors from schools using altered doctor's notes, transports them into Kansas for these procedures, then quickly returns them to avoid the parents finding out. Obviously, the parents have every right to know about this. You don't get to have a medical procedure. You don't get to facilitate some kid having a medical procedure without their parents' knowledge. This is why, you can't even get your ears pierced without parental consent. This obviously violates Missouri law, which recognizes that permitting someone to obtain this procedure without the counsel of a parent would violate the fundamental parental rights that are deeply rooted in our nation's history and tradition. Now, if we look at the video, by the way, this is something, parental rights, separating parents from their kids, this kind of stuff. This is very common. This has been, kind of the left's goal for a lot of years. We see a lot of this with these weirdo TikTokers who are like, contact me. You can talk to me instead of your parents, this, that, and the other thing. It is just wild to me that more people haven't been arrested in this. But now you see the attorney general is bringing charges. You see here, let's look at the little video.
How old is she? She's 13.
How old is she? 13. Her parents don't know.
Parents don't know yet.
Yeah, so we don't do them here, but we don't do them in Missouri. It's illegal. But
we don't do them here. It's illegal.
we do have, I can give you a packet of the 2 locations that do it in Kansas. They have people that'll come pick them up. They have people that pay for the whole thing. Yes, I would call them and tell them what.
13. Okay. First of all, I'm not saying this has never happened throughout history, but that's extremely young. Obviously, it probably happened a lot back in the day, right? But I'd be very curious about the father, right?
What the situation is, they're going to help you with that.
All within Planned Parenthood?
Doesn't matter if the school agrees or not. We say that she was at the doctor, and we can cut off.
Oh, so they lie. So she says, that they're gonna lie and say that they had a doctor's appointment.
Our letterhead, so it doesn't even say where she was. Trust me, this is not our first rodeo.
How many times do you do this a year?
What, like abortion?
Girls coming out of the state, yes.
Oh, every day. We get, yeah, every day.
What kind of idiots? You're admitting to a horrible crime, right? And they say it and they laugh as they say it, right? Like, this is wild.
Day. Every day. We set up hotels for them. We set up every day. Every day. We never.
Every day we set up hotels for them.
But we do have. I can give you a packet of the 2 locations that do it in Kansas.
That'd be so great. No, thank you.
In this particular interview, the journalist met with LaShawna, who is the managing director at one of a few Planned Parenthood offices in Kansas City, Missouri. While abortion is prohibited by state law in Missouri, this has not stopped Planned Parenthood from providing every necessity.
Let me try to. So you can actually, it's like weirdly centered off. Let me try this other video here.
How old is she?
Bring her?
Yeah, you just have to, when you call, just tell them the situation. They'll walk you through everything.
Could this lead to the exploitation of the process and increase the risks that minors will be abused?
So if I can't do it, is there a service that can get her across the state line?
Yeah. I would ask. They have people that'll come pick her.
That whatever service that is wildly illegal. Like wildly illegal.
They have people that will pay for the whole thing. Yes, I would call them and tell them what the situation is. They're going to help you with that.
All within Planned Parenthood? Could we get permission from a teacher to get her out of school during its school day for
We
it?
could give doctor's excuse.
What's that?
We could give a doctor's note to where the school, it doesn't matter if the school agrees or not. We say that she was at the doctor. They have to take it.
Oh, and the teachers have to take it no matter what. But they don't tell the parents.
No. And we can cut off our letterhead so it doesn't even say where she was. Trust me, this is not their first rodeo. They're going to know exactly how to handle that. I would call them.
Okay, so 13-year-olds can go across state lines.
Absolutely.
Planned Parenthood.
Again, how stupid are these 2 women that work here? Like, imagine a person who's like, I don't know how to describe this, but it's like, hey. So you guys, it's like those idiots that get busted by cops buying herb or something, right? Like, hey guys, do you want to buy some drugs? Oh no, he was a cop all along. Oh, I never saw it coming. Like, this guy is so obvious saying like, so you'll take him across, so you'll commit a felony? So you'll commit a felony for me? Oh yeah, we'll commit a felony. We do it all the time.
Helps them do that and then pays for the whole thing.
I won't say it pays for the whole thing,
Oh.
but they will work for you. Sometimes they do end up paying for it. Yeah, it's illegal in Missouri.
So you all work very tightly with
Oh
them.
yeah, absolutely.
That's great, because when she called me, I looked it up right away and I was like, no.
Yeah, we're all affiliated. We're all one big old clinic, pretty much.
So the
I was like, no, this kid can't scramble and vacuum out my baby. No.
no.
And they won't. She's every day. We get, yeah. Every day. Because we set up hotels for them. We set up every day.
She's actually proud of this. Look, I'm not, I don't want to open up the whole can of worms about the conversation. What I will say again is, me personally, I am pro-life. I don't carry babies, even though it looks like I might be 9 months pregnant. And so I kind of recognize my role in saying that. Obviously, for my girlfriend or wife, if I was 13, I might not feel the same way. I don't know. But this woman and this other woman certainly do know, and they're happy about it. They're like, yeah, oh my God, we send so many of these to the netherworld. Oh man, just every day.
This is so great because she's 13.
Yeah.
She's so young.
And she's scared, and that's what we're here for.
And her parents do not, they're like so conservative, and I cannot let them know.
And they won't. She's in Planned.
We won't tell their parents. So this kid, it's just a kid. It's one, like, I mean, at least you could kind of understand it if they were saying like 17, right? If they were saying like 17, you might be like, kids, but this is somebody who's like extremely young. And you see Andrew Bradley, Attorney General. You see here, they put this out. Do they not know how to do a thread? Okay. We filed a lawsuit against Planned Parenthood for moving young ones out of the state to obtain these procedures without parental consent. Today is our first court appearance. The lawsuit is the culmination of a multi-year campaign to drive Planned Parenthood out of Missouri because of its flagrant and intentional refusal to comply with state law. Planned Parenthood most recent unlawful behavior was captured on video. That video is that's irrefutable, right? What's on that video is irrefutable. They admit to doing this every single day. The investigation revealed that they remove people who are too young from school using altered doctor's notes, transports them out of state for these procedures, then quickly returns them, all to avoid legal requirements or to obtain any information telling their parents. I mean, it seems like this organization's demonic to me. And that's the second time today I've used that terminology. I mean, this is an organization, by the way, the size of Planned Parenthood's global campaign will shock you. And if you look at just how many, procedures this organization does, it is bananas, and it's worldwide. It is, millions of babies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it went from safe, legal, and rare, which most people could understand, to a form of birth control. And it did that in the last 10 years. By the way, the American tax dollars pay for a lot of this. I mean, look, if they were just there to give rubbers to people who are looking to be safe, or help, kids get the pill, or this, that, and the other thing, I think most people would be okay with that. This is on a whole nother level. You're bringing them out like a thief in the night, transporting them literally across state lines, and then having medical procedures, hiding from parents. This is wild. I hope they get sued into oblivion, because they seemingly are willingly doing this, and they're doing it all the time. That's according to their own definitions. So good luck, Attorney General Andrew Bailey. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.